Hello, LinkedIn, and welcome to Top Startups Live. We're giving you an inside look into LinkedIn's top startups list, live from New York's Empire State Building. I'm Caroline Fairchild, your host for today's show. Right now, we're going to take you to Los Angeles to chat about a big trend on this year's list. 6 of the 50 companies on LinkedIn's top startups list are based in Los Angeles, making it the third most popular region for the list startups after the San Francisco Bay Area and New York City. This year's list includes cannabis maker Dosist, Khloe Kardashian's Good American size-inclusive apparel line, scooter firm Bird, vitamin startup Ritual, media planning agency Giant Spoon, and LeBron James's uninterrupted media network. Joining us now to discuss exactly why LA is turning into its very own startup hub is Upfront Ventures partner Aditi Maliwal. Aditi, welcome to the show.
Hi, Caroline. Thank you so much for having me.
It's great to have you on, Aditi. So you are in LA right now, where Upfront Ventures is based. What is going on the ground that is attracting so many startups to your city?
LA is incredible right now. I mean, the energy and, LA as an entire region attracts so many different industries, from the creatives and brands and influencers and entertainment. And then, of course, there's tech. Something people may not know, but the LA region actually graduates more engineers than any other region in the United States. And so it continues to grow. And there have been a variety of different industries in the region that are now being tech enabled by some of the great engineers that are graduating from schools around here. And so LA continues to be a hub for great talent. And of course, we've seen some incredible companies come out of here with Snap and Riot Games and MySpace, originally MakeSpace. There have been so many great companies and more to come. And so it's an incredible time to be part of this ecosystem.
And the ecosystem is getting a ton of capital right now. 2018 was the biggest year for funding since 2000, with $6 billion going into LA. What are some of the big trends that LA is leading, that is leading all of this venture capital to go there?
So, as I mentioned, LA continues to sort of bring together a variety of different industries together. And so, as we see, one of the trends that I've been spending a lot of time and thinking more about is obviously digital native brands. And you continue to see a lot of those grow here. And then, as we've talked a lot about this in the past, and this continues to be something that appears on your list too, which is mobility. And we believe obviously in micro mobility and mobility in the changing face, as there are companies like Hop Skip Drive all the way up to Bird, two portfolio companies of Upfront that continue to change the face and the way by which people will commute and families will commute. And then, of course, there is something that is particularly interesting, is starting to see AI technology working with bringing into the creative world. So we've seen a lot of different companies come up in the synthetic media space, from Brud to Artie, and we'll continue to see more how there will be deep technology that will influence the way a creative will be appearing, whether on a screen or whether in virtual reality or whether in any other form. And so those are some of the trends we've been following. FinTech, of course, continues to grow here. We have great companies like Tala and Dave.com. And those are some of the spaces that I'm excited about. And of course, bridging the gap between, bridging the Bay Area, New York City, and Los Angeles. And me being based in the Bay, one of the big focuses is going to be sort of channeling how partners within the Bay Area can find ways to work with our partners in LA, and being the bridge between the two areas.
Right. And Aditi, you mentioned the Bay Area, which of course is still the #1 city on our list this year, followed by New York and then LA. What is the biggest difference between what's going on in LA versus the Bay Area?
So I think the Bay Area continues to obviously have a variety of venture capital firms, a variety of different forms of funding. And I think for a long time, LA was sort of up and coming in that. But now I think LA is very competitive in that there are tons of investors out here, and there's such a large ecosystem of people to invest in the actual LA ecosystem. That yes, for a long time, companies from LA would be flying up to the Bay Area to find investors, but now most companies are staying over within the region. And another thing that we do see out here is you really see the amalgamation of so many different industries. I've said this a few times, but seeing media, entertainment, tech, brands, creative, influencers, celebrities coming together, that truly is very unique to Los Angeles. And that's something that we're all really excited about at Upfront and continue to believe in as we see this ecosystem grow.
Another trend on the list that we are following over here at LinkedIn, other than LA, is the rise in female founders. We're seeing more companies on the list this year than last year that were either founded or led by a female CEO or co-founder. Are you seeing the same translate to the pitches that you're getting at Upfront?
Absolutely. And, I thought about this a lot, which is, as I was going through the list, is just, it's incredible to see so many female founders. And the thing is that female founders and female entrepreneurs have existed for so long. And I think it has been an incredible year, and it's been an incredible past couple of years to see women like Katrina Lake and leading the way for other female founders to go out and fundraise. And I think the other thing that's happening is that you're starting to see more female investors. And so within the ecosystem, there are also more women funding women. And seeing this rise is, I think, bringing to all of us a greater pool of talent, a greater pool of and diversity of thought, which I think is so incredible. And we'll continue to see a lot of that within LA, but we're starting to see that all across the US. And I think having more female investors and having more female entrepreneurs is going to continue to be a trend that we will see. And Upfront is incredibly excited about that.
Well, great. Thank you, Aditi, so much for joining us. We appreciate the commentary.
Thank you, Caroline.
I want to thank our guests for joining us. That wraps LinkedIn Top Startups Live. On behalf of the editorial team, we'd like to thank you, the viewer, for spending time with us. I'm Caroline Fairchild. We'll see you next time.